Yeah, about it. Oh. Cool. Hey y'all, today we're going to be doing a homemade pizza. This was actually requested in one of my forums in several of my videos that I just make some badass homemade pizza, so you guys want to see how it's made. But I can't show you the real thing, you know, the real recipe, because I got to kind of twerk it, you know what I'm saying? Is that Miley Cyrus kind of thing? Anyways, we're going to twerk this shit. Alright, so right now we're going to do the chicken. That's going to be the topping, one of the toppings on this pizza. So what I have done, I put a basil pesto on top, and I'm going to kind of spread it in. And with this, you're going to want to do like a dab of garlic powder and onion powder with this. It's going to set it off. So we got some garlic powder here. And I already pre-seasoned it with some onion powder. So we're going to kind of set this to the side. Let it sit, kind of soak in for a little while. Let's say about 15-20 minutes. And we'll get back to it. So these are the ingredients that are going to be going into the dough today. We have a tablespoon of fennel seed. We have a tablespoon of garlic powder. We have chili powder. It's about a tablespoon. And I know it sounds weird, but it's going to set it off. We have some parsley mixed with some olive oil here. We have activated yeast, onion powder here, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, or you can use cracked pepper, whichever one you want, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of sugar. So we're going to start adding this all together, and here's your flour. I choose to use bread flour. It's always the best when you're trying to make a bread, specifically dough. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that in. Then we're going to go ahead and do the garlic and the fennel. Next we're going to do the onion powder and the pepper. Then we're just going to start whisking this slightly. Get it mixed up a bit. Alright, now we're going to add in that little chili powder that we have. It's going to give a nice color to that. Then the salt. Then your olive oil. And now we're going to do 1 1/3 cup of warm water after we throw this activated yeast on top of this dry ingredient. Alright, this is me adding the water here. It's about 110 degrees to activate that yeast. Alright, after that's added, we're going to finish it off with the sugar. And that yeast is going to eat that sugar, and it's going to kind of, forgive me, it's going to start farting it out kind of, and it's going to make the dough rise. I'm going to knead it by hand to get the air out of it. This is a pre-oiled bowl, so it doesn't stick to the sides when it rises. And I used olive oil, about half of a tablespoon. Swirl around the sides. There, we're gonna cover this, and we're gonna let it sit for about 45 minutes. So this is the dough after I let it sit for about 45 minutes. I did have to add about a half a cup more of flour there, but we're ready to take it out, put it on the pan. So we're going to kind of get the air out of it, like this. And on this pan I've already put some semolina down. I like that because it's easier to work with and kind of helps the dough not to stick to the pan. So I'm just going to go off to the corners here. Kind of stretch it. Now if it rips, that's fine. We can repair it, so no big deal. Just take some from the fat sides over here. I'm gonna stretch it out. Kind of repair it. Stretch it out. Alright, and if it's misshapen, that's completely fine. As long as you eat it and it tastes good, that's all that matters. So, we need to take a fork now. And we are going to perforate this. Okay? So you're just going to perforate it all around. And this is going to help to aerate the dough. It's going to also help the sauce, whatever you're using in particular, to seep into that dough. Give it more flavor. Alright, so since that's done, we're going to go over to this ingredients that I have set aside here. I just want to show you what we're working with. This is that chicken that I cooked. And I cooked this at 350 for about 20 minutes. And this was, earlier I showed you how we kind of marinated that. So right now I'm going to julienne these onions because they're also going to go on top of the pizza, but I do want to get them in the pan with these mushrooms here. So alright, set this bad boy over here. Now, since those are done, I'm going to push those to the side because it's all going the same place. Besides this. Throw that in there. It's just a little bit of parsley. It's going to be garnish on this pizza. Alright, now we're going to slice those mushrooms. This cutting board is just moving everywhere. I really need to get a new one. Seems every video I almost cut my freaking fingers off. Alright, so we have these. Now we're going to go to our skillet over here, and we're going to add a little splash of olive oil and a salt and pepper mixture, and we're going to get them going. So now we're going to saute these on low, about 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to do a little salt and pepper mixture there. We're going to throw them down. Alright guys, so now what I have is I have my preference of tomato sauce or marinara, whatever you want to use for your pizza. And what I've done is I've added some shredded parm in here, fresh parm. I'm going to kind of slightly mix that in. And what that's going to do is it's going to melt in. It's all about the flavors, guys. You're building layers of flavor. Okay? Now, I've already hit this again with a little salt and pepper mixture. Again, it's all about flavor. So we're going to start in the middle. Alright guys, next step, we're going to hit it with some mozzarella. Kind of hit it with a light layer. Make sure you go all the way to the edges with that, guys. Now we're going to do that chicken that we did earlier, okay? You want to spread this out. You don't want it to be in one general area. Alright, now I'm going to go over here, and I've been letting these rest on the stovetop. It's the julienne onions and mushroom mix we did. We're going to kind of, you can do this by hand, you can grab a fork, whatever you would like. I'm just going to use my hands. Kind of spread it on. And don't let too much of this juice get on this because you don't want it to get soggy. Okay? Now, make sure you're doing this to the edges, all the way to the edges. After this, we're going to take some red bell pepper, or we're going to julienne some of that. Throw on top of this. But before that, we're gonna hit it one more time with some mozz. Cook those items we just placed on there, ingredients. All right, now we're gonna go over here to that red bell. We're gonna just kind of lay them across, guys. Get them everywhere. All right. One more time with the salt and pepper mixture. Just lightly sprinkle. You don't want to overwhelm this. Now hit it with mozz. Alright guys, so we got the pizza ready. Now we're going to cook it for 425 for about just under 30 minutes, about 27 minutes. So I'll get back to you when it's done, guys. We'll take a look at it. Alright, so this is the pizza. I let it go a little longer than I would normally do. So it's a little golden on the edges as well. But I'm going to go ahead and brush the corners with it. I don't have a brush with me. Use a spoon. Works the same way. With basil pesto. Yeah, I want that all around the crust there. Go ahead and cut it like how I like to cut it. I'm going to do slice of this. 2 bigger ones right there. Alright guys. And I'll grab you a slice. Oh man. Look at that. That's good pizza right there. And enjoy. Bye guys, as you can tell, my buddies just had to go at it. It's been 2 seconds, so you know it's going to be good. I mean, this is good stuff, guys. So if you like what you saw today, just like, subscribe, and comment. And I appreciate you guys watching Chef Frankie's Crazy Adventures, man.